You got to take it away. Cade Cunningham finishes with 25, 10 assists. Tobias, man, maybe he just earns his money in the playoffs. I don't know what to tell y'all. 21 points, 7 rebounds. Jalen Duren with 8 and 10. Mitchell with 31, 3 assists. Harden, we'll get to Harden. 10 points, 3 assists, 4 turnovers if you're keeping track at home. But Cade Cunningham's 12 in the fourth was the big story, leading everybody in the fourth quarter during these playoffs period, by the way. Best closer, Lou? I know we love him. So now we can start really giving him all kinds of different glory. What do you think?
Yeah, I say he's playing well in the postseason, and that's what this team needs him to do for them to get past this tough Cleveland team. You know, so far they haven't made it much of a series. You know, they've had some close games, but when you have a Cade Cunningham closing it out and making play after play, it's going to be difficult for Cleveland to continue on in this way. And I got to shine a light on the other guys, Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris. When you have those guys playing at the level that they're playing, it opens up lanes for Cade to play one-on-one. You can't trap him. You can't run guys at him. You can't take the ball out of his hands. You got to guard everybody honest. And that's what Tobias brings to the table. That's what Duncan Robinson brings to the table. And that's what makes Cade so successful. That's the version of this team that you wanted all along in this postseason. You know, I've said it before. I don't know whether Orlando just had a great game plan until it didn't work anymore. But this round has been a completely different experience for Cade Cunningham and the rest of the Detroit Pistons. So I like what he's doing. I like, especially in the fourth quarter, being your best quarter. That is the winning quarter. That is the quarter that's going to get you over the hump in these tough series like that. So for him to make this the most important quarter and the best quarter that he's performed in this series, it's going to be a long road for Cleveland to get back in this series, especially if he's going to continue to do that. Like, it was a couple of plays during this game. Dennis Schroeder, who's usually like 90% of the time is a really great defender. He just looks small against Cade Cunningham. He just looked undermatched. And then when he faces up, when he plays at the free throw line and all of that, it's just a tough cover for everybody. So is he the best closer in the game? I'm not sure. But right now, that's what you need from your team. He's absolutely doing it for his team and his group right now.
Yeah, listen, Cade Cunningham's been unbelievable. It's hard to say he's the best closer when SGA is winning Clutch Player of the Year, and they just barely have to close out games, though. You know what I mean? Like, when the game is tight, SGA is probably the best closer in the game. They just blow everyone out, especially in the playoffs. They haven't had really many close games at all, if any. But Cade Cunningham is so elite down the stretch. He's so dynamic. He can score in so many different ways that it almost doesn't even make you think about them not having that actual second option that we've talked about all season long, because they play such good defense. They're so tough. They keep it close, and then they just put the ball in Cade Cunningham's hands and let him do what he's been doing all season long, and that's get to his mid-range, get to the free throw line, get downhill and get to the basket, or make the right play. And he was a little careless with the ball in the first series. Now he's cleaning that up a little bit in this series against Cleveland, but he's been unbelievable for them. And like Lou said, those other guys, they've really stepped up. Even Jalen Duren last night, you know, he only had 8 points, but I love the fact that he was kind of getting his bag and he was being aggressive and he was making Evan Mobley guard him at the top of the key and kind of trying to get downhill on him too. So all these other guys have stepped up. Cade Cunningham has been, you know, let's say he's the second best closer or third best closer behind a Jalen Brunson or a SGA. Like, there's so many great guards. But, man, he has been unbelievable to where we don't even think about that second option come crunch time because the ball's in his hands and you know what he's going to do with it.
Well, that second option is there. Let's talk about it. Let's get into Tobias Harris.
Say it.
Yeah, let's get into Tobias Harris. We've talked about it. Like, I've said it. They went out and got shooters. They didn't go get scores. These last 7 games, Tobias might have heard me. He said, "Bullshit, Lou Will. I'm a scorer. I'm a scorer." You know, before this run in 7 straight 20s, he hadn't had a stretch in this season where he's had back-to-back 20s. But if you're gonna find a time of year to turn it on and turn it up for your team, this is the time in the postseason. I love what Tobias is doing. He's not settling at the three-point line. He's not settling for jump shots. Even the jump shots that he is taking, he's 10 to 12 feet from the basket. He's driving it. He's being aggressive. He's asserting himself in the offense. This is everything that the Detroit Pistons need to alleviate pressure from Cade Cunningham in moments like this. You need a secondary guy that's going to be able to score the basketball, that's going to keep the defense honest and not be able to trap you, not being able to junk the game up by running and jumping and having guys come guard you at half court, just trying to get the ball out of your hands. Tobias is taking full advantage of that. And it's a domino effect. Once you have Cade rolling, once you have Tobias rolling, now that opens it up for Duncan Robinson to run off these screens. Like Duncan Robinson ran James Harden off of 3 screens yesterday. And James was so tired, he missed the shot, but they still got the offensive rebound because they were playing 4-on-5 because of the energy they were making him exert on a defensive end. And then once that happens, that opens up the lanes for Jenkins, for him to be successful behind the 3-point line. So once one guy gets going, it allows another guy and another guy and another guy to put production on the board for you. And this is the best version of the Detroit Pistons that we've seen so far.
Yeah, Tobias, he's always been solid, right? He's always been kind of that versatile Swiss Army knife where he can do a little bit of everything. But this dude that averaged 13 points in the regular season is now up to 21 in the playoffs, 5 rebounds in the regular season, 8 in the playoffs. Like he has taken his game to the next level when they need it the most, and when all the chatter and the media was talking about where is that 20-5 or 20-6 going to come from. It's Tobias Harris. And obviously we know Jalen Duren is probably their second most important player. Is everything he does. He's a rugged, big 5-man that they also need, and they need him to play well as well. But Tobias Harris has kind of eased that pain and kind of silenced that talk on that second option. Now, for a consistent full season, maybe he's not the guy at this age he is, but right now in these playoffs, 20-8, playing 36 minutes. Like, think about it. He played 28 minutes during the regular season. He's now playing 36 minutes in the postseason. So, like, this is a guy that they're relying on heavy. He always seems to hit big shots at big moments. And this is just like I said yesterday. He's a breath of fresh air for a guy like JB Bickerstaff, just to trust. He's got the experience. He's one of the older guys on the team. Like, he's not going to take bad shots. He knows how to play off Cade Cunningham within an offense. He has been absolutely phenomenal. And obviously, yeah, he's been the X factor, so far this playoffs, but Duncan Robinson's been great. This Jenkins guy, like he's unbelievable. Like the confidence he has with the ball in his hands, like Ron Holland is, again, he's given good minutes. He's just tough. It's like you take out one guy, you put in another guy that does the same exact thing. They're such a consistent team, these Detroit Pistons. But Tobias Harris, man, he's been phenomenal.
And you know what else? You know what else I like about Tobias right now, CP? He didn't have 1 assist last night. You know what that tell me? Don't pass it to nobody. Keep pressure on the rim. If they're gonna put smaller guards on you, you got to take advantage of it. That's what I love more than anything in this stretch that he's in. He is taking advantage of every opportunity that he gets. If y'all are gonna put Schroeder and some of these other smaller guards on me, I'm just gonna make them pay. I'm gonna use my size. And Cleveland, they're not even running a double at him. He's being able to play 10 feet from the basket, one-on-one with his back turned. And even when he faces up, he's attacking the rim. I seen him have 2 or 3 dunks last night. In his stat line, he's 9 for 16 from the field. Only 3 of those were 3-point attempts, and he made 2 of those. That tells me that's somebody that's just being assertive. I'm being aggressive, and I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'm just going to take advantage of everything that this defense is giving me. That's what I love about it. So I don't care that he has 0 assists. Let Cade Cunningham make plays for guys like me, but I'm going to continue to put pressure on the defense.
Hey, now that we've given him his praises, can we talk about what happened on that Donovan Mitchell?
Now, Donovan Mitchell almost put him out of business now.
I've never seen a dude break his hip guarding a guy one-on-one. I thought he was out for the season, Lou, when he went down.
I love that.
I seen
my group chat started going crazy. All my guys said, "Oh, Tobias is done for the season." Once they saw that play.
Bro, I literally thought he was out. I've never seen someone throw their hip out of place, guard to do one-on-one. That was crazy.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it. But can I add, like, if you were to drop someone down right now at just the last 7 games, because we've spent an entire season and then some talking about Detroit doesn't have a number 2, it would be funny to drop a person in right now and say, look at these stats for these last 7 games. I feel like this argument becomes moot. We're like, this argument was a waste of our time because here we are when it counts, and Tobias steps up. 5 straight wins, by the way, for Detroit. And they went down 3-1 to the Magic, and they haven't looked back since. And I know that a lot of people have the Knicks just automatically heading to the finals. But CP, they look all right. I mean, can we slow down a little bit? Detroit's got a shot.
Yeah, 100%. And this has been the most consistent, best team in the Eastern Conference all season long. And they held water when Cade Cunningham went out, and other guys have always stepped up in different roles. And and now going to a game 7 against Orlando Magic, I think that brought them closer together. And I think they got the hard part. Not that there's going to be more, not there's not going to be more hard parts coming up, but they had a really tough, humbling experience and series in that first series where Orlando tested them. And we talked about bad matchup, this and that. They still overcame a lot of